Alright, we're back, and I gotta get my capture card reactivated. I'm gonna get my chat reactivated, and we're gonna be good here. Alright, everybody. Again, I want to thank everyone for being here for the streams that we did today. Always a lot of fun. What do you call it? We got some Nier Replicant to close out the night. I won't be doing it for terribly long, maybe an hour and a half-ish. I've been up pretty late lately, so let's see what we can do. We're gonna first off start this by trying, by seeing what kind of flowers bloomed and then wilted, because we got to get the seeds. We'll plant some, and we'll be ready to go for tomorrow night. Hopefully we get a couple of peach. I see one. It might only... or pink. It's looking like it's only the one. But we could still get 5. But we'll go from here. Let's see what happens, guys. If we only get 3 pink, it might be rough. But if we get 5, we can make it work. But again, I always want to thank Alnor for being here, for doing some Final Fantasy XIV. Chris, I want to thank you for always being here during the Final Fantasy XIV streams, helping me out, learning some stuff, even if... okay, 4, we can work with 4. Even if Alnora is forgetting something or getting confused with something, I appreciate you for helping us out. And Day, I hope your homework goes well. I don't know if you're still here to hear it, but I hope the presentation goes well. I hope everything's doing good. Always appreciate everybody. Yeah, so now, we got to do pink and peach together. So we could do 3... Okay, I'm gonna save this one really quick. Okay, we're gonna plant. But how much do we have? So we got 4 pink and 6 peach, which means we could do 2 rows, because if we do peach, pink, peach, pink, peach, and then peach... Yeah. This totally works. And we can get 2 rows done. It's the math, you know. You are still here. Well, like I said, I hope everything's going well. Hope the presentation goes well. It's funny that, like, sometimes the topic of your favorite things are sometimes, like, the hardest to write about. You know, people say, you know, like, the hardest topic to write about is always yourself. Sometimes it's true. It's hard. Someone else in here, Pluto, is writing his CV, which he's English, and I guess that's what they call their resumes. And he's like, man, dude, I forgot everything I did. He's like, I don't know who I am. As soon as the focus turns to you, forget everything. Did I mess up? No, I didn't. Because this is peach, then pink, then peach. Alright, we got it, guys. Undertaker's bringing us this luck. It's adding to research and planning out what to say. That makes sense. For sure. Different when it's in, like, that kind of setting. Okay, so now that I planted them, we're going to save it here, and we're going to save it here as well. We're only going to have 2 files for it, but that's fine. We can work with that. We're going to return to the title screen. We're going to start the game up again. Plant them plants. We got this. I forget what the odds are of it, but we're only going to have, I think... there were 4 chances of it. And I feel like it's less than a 10% chance. But that's still almost 50% chance of us getting it, if that is how the math works. I forget how much it actually counts towards. We're gonna put it to easy. And we're gonna start this speed run, guys. We'll get through as much as we can of it tonight. And whatever we don't finish, we'll finish up tomorrow. His name is definitely Steven. Now you got me wanting to play Stray. I'm gonna hit my friend up, see if he wants to do it. Especially if it's that short of a game, we can just like bang that out in the stream. That'll be so much fun.
Get away, you freaks! I'll kill you all! Damn, how many of these things are there? They just keep coming!
There's a speedrun trophy? Ooh. There we go. So you'd say it's a super easy game to platinum? Were there any stressful trophies, like collectibles? I'm trying to think of, like, what would be, like, what would take some time. Man, there's something so nice about, like, just like a nice, relaxing game. Easier to platinum. You're not, like, stressing out over anything. It feels good, you know? I think that might be why I like this game as much as I do, because it's not an easy game to platinum. It's not difficult. Like, I don't think there's really many like difficult achievements. I think it just takes time. Like, it's grindy, and I don't think I mind that as much. Like, if I have to grind out for materials, I'll grind out for materials. I usually don't mind it as much. The only 2 hard ones were doing one part with no damage and beating it under 2 hours. Okay, well, under 2 hours. Damn. It's funny when you hear, like, that sounds so menacing, like, under 2 hours, because, like the other games that I've played that have the speedrunning trophies, like, this one is beat it under 15 hours, the Kingdom Hearts one, I think you have, like, I think you also have about, like, 15, 20 hours, maybe 10, but even still. Like, obviously it's a shorter game, but it sounds, like, threatening, almost. I'll have to give it the shot, because I know for a fact that would be a really fun game to platinum. Let's see. Actually, how much is it on PlayStation? Can we talk about how good the PlayStation app is? I love this. I love the PlayStation app. They do it so well. I don't know what Xbox is doing. Okay, it's $30. Not bad at all.
Better.
Man, I really want to play it now.
I should.
It was on PS Plus on release? Oh my god, was it? Wait, and I never played it? Oh my gosh, I gotta check. Thank you for the 100 bits. I absolutely will. Because I need to play this game. It was one that my friend was talking about, like, so much on release. Like, he loves cats himself, of course. Thank you for the bits. I always appreciate it. Yeah, oh my god, I'll check to see if it is.
Thanks.
Because if it's still on there, then I can just download it, because I do have the PlayStation Plus. I guess I can also check it, like, what it is on Xbox. Because now that it's on Xbox, maybe they have a sale on it. I know it's not on Game Pass. I know that because I recently went through all the Game Pass games.
People say the world is
Anything for Stray. Hell yeah. I know, how many cats do you and Kling have? I'm trying to think of the name. Because I always see at least one cat coming up on the keyboard. What? I think I have to kill sheep. Yeah, I just have to kill sheep. 3 cats? Aw. Lorelai's the one I see a lot. She's the calico. That's so cute. It's so funny. Like, I didn't come from a pet household. We never had pets. My parents had a dog. I think, like, when I was younger, for a long time, and I mean, not so much now at all, but when I was younger, I really didn't like pets. And I think what happened, because my parents told me this after the fact, so we had a dog when I was a baby. Like, they had a dog before they had me. And that dog did not like me because I became the center of attention when I was born, and it would, like, attack me sometimes. Like, not, like, badly, but, like, enough for my parents to be like, whoa, 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 whoa. And I wonder if I was just, like, kind of scared of dogs and stuff like that for a while. But we were just never a pet household. And then, my girlfriend that I was with for a while, she was a cat person. And her cats, I loved. They would chill with us, sit around. I don't know if every cat is like this because I'm not usually around cats. A lot of cats that I knew, like I said, my girlfriends, were, just left us alone. They would chill with us. And then her aunt left a cat with us who was very, very touchy. And I didn't sleep a night there without it walking all over my balls. It was horrible. It would wake me up all the time. It was just not what I was used to. I feel like all cats have different personalities. Some will bug you to death. Some will just use you for shelter. Never know what you're gonna get. Now that I think of it, most of my friends are cat people and not dog people. Because Twitch. Basically, I was just saying that the cats that I've known, which haven't been a lot, but that I've known well, mostly stayed away and just kind of like chilled in the back. And then there was one cat that I did know, and it stepped on me a lot. That's basically. That sums up the story pretty well. They definitely something special. Absolutely. She uses you as a springboard.
Sure. Okay, I'm off to Popolis. See you later. And
Yeah, I'm trying to think, like, for the most part, most cats that I've ever been around really just kind of do their own thing. Like, that one cat was the only one that just wouldn't. They just wanted constant attention. It just, like, I feel like it's a dog thing most of the time.
I don't need to go.
Oh, I should probably talk to Hopola. Is that what I'm... Yeah, my bad. Like, they all left me alone all the time. Like, I almost forgot they were there every night. Except for that one. He would just always walk on my balls. Every time. It was almost never... It was almost exclusively. Like... He just likes to run face first into doors. Regan is just petty.
I'm Peck. Yep.
I love that that's the personality trait that you tell people about. Like, this cat's petty. This cat likes to run face first into doors. I love that so much. But I guess that's how you describe cats, huh? Oh, I'm so glad my blood sugar's sitting still. Oh, it hasn't done this in like 36 hours. It's nice. So what's your third cat's name? So there you got Lorelei and you got Peaches. You're so right. You're so right. Every time I say it. Oh, of course, I did read that one. Reagan.
Okay.
Like Ronald Reagan, but not named after him. Those are all such good names. I love them. How long have you had all of them? I know Ambi's a big cat person. My friend Nick is a big cat person. Everyone I stream with, actually, I think is pretty much cat people. Do I... I'm now even trying to think of one of my friends that has a dog, but I can't. I think Cat's won out.
Yeah.
Kling's had Reagan since before we met. Oh, wow. She's like 8 this year. Peaches is 4-ish now, and Lorelai turns 2 or 3. Interesting. Well, that's cute. So Reagan's an older cat. Did Klingon name Reagan after the president? And you're just trying to tell people that he didn't now? I don't know why that really was just so funny to me. Oh, that's cute though. Well, Peaches is 4-ish. I mean, why else would you go with that name? I love it. It's just so... Though, I think it would be equally weird. I don't know. I think it would be equally weird to name your cat after the president, Ronald Reagan. So, honestly, this is definitely the best. This was definitely the best way.
Doesn't look like she's here. I'd better go up.
He wouldn't let you name Lorelai? So Peaches is the only one you gotta go. But you know what? Peaches is a pretty damn good name, though. And you know what? We don't even have to have the conversation because I know that Peaches isn't named after a U.S. president. So that already gets like bonus points for being a better name. But you know what? He named the first cat. You named Peaches. He named Lorelai. Now you're gonna name the next one. Oh my god, Peaches and Cream would have been incredible. But no, someone had to pick a different name. Oh, Peaches and Cream would have been so good. What, he looked at the cat? This doesn't look like a cream to me. Ambi's officially back on the plane. She's coming back from Florida. Got delayed by like 4 hours, I think. But she's on it now. I don't know what kind of experiences anyone in chat has had with flying. Mine haven't been like too horrible. Like I have one story that's like pretty rough, but like I feel like comparatively I've been pretty lucky on flights. Like Ambi's saying that there's like 3 screaming babies on that plane, and I'm like I've been flown a lot. Like I've been on like I feel like to and from. I feel like I've been on like 5 different flights. No, that's not true. Maybe 6 or 7. So it's like single digits. But, like, I don't think I've had one screaming baby on a flight. Can't keep naming them after food. Mr. Milkins, no matter what. You name one cat after food and all of a sudden you can't do it again. Not a fan of heights? I'm so with you. I was absolutely terrified to get on my first flight. even after that, like, I'm still not a fan of it. Like, I don't like flying. But, like, the things I'll do for Disney World. That makes sense. Final Destination is the reason, plus the heights. Yeah, no, I'm not a height person. What's the longest flight you've been on? Like, how long? Like, my friend just flew out to Hawaii. That's like an 11-hour flight, and I was like, oh my god. No thank you. I've pretty much only flown to Disney World. I've been to one other place. I went to Portland, Oregon. And that was like a 6-hour flight. I was about to open the door and I remembered that I needed the key.
I'm coming, Yuna.
Oh, you haven't flown in general? Ah, spend 16 hours in a car? Yeah, some people are like that, 100%. Ooh.
Oh no, there are shades here too?
It wasn't until recently that I was like a little bit like more comfortable with flying, but I totally understand that in every aspect. What's the longest car ride you've been in then? I'm curious. Because like I haven't been on many like long car rides now in a long time. Like my family, like we're going on vacation to Virginia, and it's gonna be like an 8-hour. It's so funny. It's gonna be like an 8-hour drive, and we're splitting it up between 2 days. And then I hear like my friend just went to a wedding in Tennessee, and he had to drive. I think he said it was 11 hours, and he did it in 1 day. And I think it's funny that we're splitting up an 8-hour drive. But I feel like my family wouldn't do good in the car for that long. 10 hours since you got lost. How long was the drive supposed to be? You're gonna be like 2 hours. Wow, you got lost? Oh, door's back here. It was supposed to be a 7.5-hour drive. Wow. How lost did you get? Yeah, I really haven't been in too many like super long car rides. I'm really trying to think. It's been a long time. Honestly, like I feel like the longest car ride I've probably been in for a while was going to see the Pantera Lamb of God show back in August. It was like a 4-hour drive, but it was only that long because of traffic. It should have been closer to 3. We're getting thick dictionaries. Oh, do I have to kill these people? Yeah, yeah. Miss one exit, suddenly the GPS takes in the middle of nowhere with no signal, no gas station for miles. Wow. That's brutal. So it really took you out of the way, huh? It's like, it blows my mind. Okay, like, I am what you would call directionally challenged. Like, to put it simply, I wasn't allowed to drive to our gigs because my band was not convinced I would make it. Like, I would just get lost all the time. So, I'm very bad with directions. I do not understand, like, how people did anything without GPS. Like, printing out MapQuest directions, like, are you kidding me? stopping in a town and asking for directions, going, oh yeah, you just gotta go down 65 for about 6.3 miles. Check which way the wind is blowing. If it's blowing north, you're doing well. Like, excuse me? What are these directions? Make a north left at the light? Stop. What are you... I'm just so bad with directions. You were alone for the trips. Honestly, I'm right there with you. 110%. I would have been so lost. I wouldn't know what to do. I'm so bad. I went to a show, like recently, like pretty recently, and I didn't know where to park. And I just freaked out. I'm like, God, I don't know where to go. I mean, granted, blood sugar reasons too, and like insulin, but like I would just get so then I had to like start looking for a parking spot, and then I even had GPS, and I'm like, I don't know where I am. This is freaking me out. Like, I don't get how people did it. Whoop, nope. She's fine, guys.
What is it with these things? Give her back! Get out of my way! Give my sister back!
There it is. Yoda! We have a term for that. You're just the passenger, princess.
There. So how do we save Yoda?
Once I destroy these shades, the magic barrier preventing your passage should simply...
Believe me, I'm right there with you. I'm never in the driver's seat. Are you kidding? The one time, so let me tell you, it's actually funny because like most of the time when I go to concerts with, you know, people from my band. So they all know that if we go somewhere together, they'll drive. Like, I'll pay for gas. I don't care. Just get us there alive. And I remember one time one of my friends who was not in my band, he hit me up. He wanted to go see Slayer, and he's like, yeah, so like, do you want me to drive down and then you drive back? And I'm like, oh, you don't know how this works yet. But he didn't want to drive both ways, so he's like, why don't you just drive one way? And I did, and I drove down to the concert, and I got there, and he was literally, like, his first comment pulling into the spot was, I see why you don't drive places.
Oh dear.
He's like, the good news is you only ran 3 red lights. And I'm like, no way. Like, I'm pretty sure he was joking, but I can't be sure. To be fair, I had to drive through New York City to get there, and that is a nightmare to drive if I'm not used to it. Like, I'm not used to just driving most places anyway, and I feel like the city isn't exactly the place I go to get used to things, so... Passenger princess it is for me. I also fall asleep in car rides, so I'm also a bad passenger princess. Like, no matter what time it is, I don't even have to be tired. In 3 minutes on the road, I'm like, yeah, no, I'll pass out.
Hang in there.
It would seem I can regain my powers by defeating these monsters.
Is this magic?
Magic indeed. This is the true power of Grimoire Vice.
Hold on, Yoda. I'm coming. Is that all of them?
Yeah, we got all of them. So clearly we made it. We're fine.
It seems our task is going to be more difficult than I first envisioned. Stay calm. The man who keeps his head in a fight is the one who emerges victorious. It's a defensive barrier.
That sounds bad.
Enemies with such barriers are impervious to both weapons and magic.
Like I said, bad.
That said, the enemy cannot move so long as the barrier is in place. Focus your attacks on the other. Now, put it out of its misery.
Boom.
Look how these foolish creatures charge heedlessly into battle. Learn the pattern of its shots, then finish it off.
I've got my hands full just dodging.
Now is your chance. Attack with all your might.
Boom.
They are not but a horde of faceless minions. Swat them aside.
Let's get him.
Focus on the small ones first.
Thanks.
One to go. Keep your guard up.
Boom.
Yoda!
Oh, now she wakes up.
Shit.
Yeah.
I
She's just a little kid. She doesn't deserve this.
I... Oh,
now
yeah, it's...
Do you...
Well, there, but...
so...
It...
that... A white book, a black book, and a disease.
is something the matter?
No, I was just thinking.
I... Yeah. When the Great Black Book, Grimoire...
Huh?
Exact.
Guys,
Hey, and
Do
so,
oh
then we'll...
no.
So I...
Well, once you eat...
Got it.
And be...
I must say, that Song of the Ancients is a rather catchy number. I can see why the bards kept it alive through the eons.
Yeah, it's a real toe tapper. Wait, do you even have toes?
Before I forget, because I didn't do this last time, I have to go take the quest to kill the boar. Then we can get the boar tusk. Then we can ride it. So I gotta remember to grab that now.
You can save Yona, Vice. Heck, maybe you can save the whole world.
Can I, though? I wonder.
I guess I won't use you for kindling after all.
You really should treat omnipotent magical beings with more respect.
Hey, it's a wild boar.
Have you the skill to hunt one of those down?
I don't know. They look pretty strong. This is impossible.
I want to thank everyone for being here again. Always appreciate it. Chatters, lurkers alike. Just wanted to say thank you. I know I'm being a bit quiet. But I always appreciate you guys. If you guys want to chat and you guys feel like chatting, feel free to put something in chat. Chat? We're getting pretty close. We just got to beat the game.
This is a weird place to
I realized after I said I didn't mean it to sound like that, but that's exactly what we got to do. We beat the game. We grow a flower, and then we got the platy. There was an achievement when I was doing it on Xbox that I could have sworn was in it, but like it wasn't. So I'm thinking it was Automata. I think I was getting the two of them mixed up.
Is anyone even here?
We don't trust your kind.
Just keep rolling. Just keep jumping. Oh, I almost jumped right off.
I'm looking for someone who knows about the sealed verses.
She's just like her.
It would appear there are no powerful shades here. The sealed verses would never be found in such a place.
Yeah. Let's go talk to
can make this
Coppola and
jump.
figure out a new plan.
Hell yeah.
You're
Hands off the flowers. Son of a bitch. I knew this would happen.
Did we get her? Heck!
By my very pages, the girl wields magic.
Oh, come on. Are you serious? What the heck is going on here?
Beware the shockwave. Hold back until we have a chance to approach.
Stay out of my way! He's mine, you idiots!
It would appear we are not the focus of her anger.
Guess not.
Just spat something out. What are those?
Are these guys shades too? I didn't know shades could get that big.
The scale of this one is like nothing you've encountered before. Ready your guard.
Is she human?
This one has been possessed by a shade. She exists as neither fully human nor other.
I feel bad for treating her like one of those things. We have to help her. I'm.
No.
It's a.
Look. Own that.
A half-human and a giant shade.
She's kind of pretty, but she's really intense. We need.
must be a sealed verse inside that enormous shade. I'm certain of it.
Maybe. But there's no way we can take that thing on now. I need to get stronger.
A giant ship.
Yeah,
You know, if you. Oh, I think. If you. That's.
good. Might as
What do you know about this junk heap?
I guess there are ancient ruins buried there? It's full of old scrap and other weird stuff that no one understands. To get there, we have to cross the Iron Bridge to the northeast. Hopalus says these huge metal crates used to cross that bridge all the time in the old world.
Hey, yo, Peter. Welcome in, man. Thank you for the hydrate. How are you doing?
If they were so smart, why did we end up like this?
Let me get it. And there we go. If it makes anyone feel any better, I had some water today, actually. Just woke up. Well, good morning. It's 7 for you, right? I know we always go over this, and I swear I'm going to remember. I feel like it's going to get in my mind just before we change our times again for daylight savings or whatever. It's going to spring ahead. No, we already sprung ahead. We're good. We're good. We're good for a while. I'll remember this. Okay, 7. Well, good morning, man. How's Fable going? I was in the I was lurking in your stream. I was up for a while last night, up and going to sleep for my blood sugar reasons. But I caught some of your Fable 2 stream. How's that going?
No, you've got here's and be.
We're just pretty much finishing the game up. Got 2 trophies left to get. I've got to speed run this game. And I've got 2 save files, hoping to get an item that we have to wait a day for. So we're going to do what we can tonight for the speed run, and whatever we don't finish, we finish tomorrow.
Looks like
And
the
hopefully
ancient
also get
machinery
the
is still
flower
working.
that we need for that last trophy.
Not that we have any idea how it works.
Ruins from ancient times, patrolled for eons by unstoppable...
Think it's going alright? Don't remember much of the game from when you played back in 2009.
Yeah.
It's quite fun.
And I
I
bet they're
love
full
the
of them,
Fable
too.
games. I'm 100% there with you. I was so happy to let... Because, like, I'll be honest, like, when I have to wake up for my blood sugar, it sucks sometimes. And, like, especially if I'm already sleeping, I'm like, man, I don't want to be here. But, like, I don't want to be awake doing this stuff. And I literally opened Twitch and saw you were playing Fable 2, and I was like, oh, no, this isn't bad. This is great, actually. I'm glad I woke up for this. So glad you're enjoying it. I loved Fable 2. I've played it more recently for a couple of reasons. I had Ambi try it for Ambi's Gaming Corner. She wasn't crazy about it. So we didn't continue it. But, man, dude, I love the Fable games. Have you played the trilogy? Like, all three of them?
It's pretty rough in here.
Yes, hardly suitable work for children.
They both look so skinny, too.
I'm certain the elder has been giving his share of their food to his brother.
Jeez. You've only played the second one. Ah. I think you'll like... If you like the second one, I tell everybody this, I think you'd like the first one. I really like the third one, but I feel like it was not received as well as the others. But if you like Fable 2, I think you'd like the first Fable. The Lost Chapters is what it's called, or maybe the remake for it was called that. Because I think it came out on Xbox and PC originally, I believe. And then they did like a remaster for it called The Lost Chapters, or something along those lines. But glad you're loving it, man. It's a lot of fun. That was my very first game that I ever played on the Xbox 360. I think we're free. Just picked a random game from your wall of games after finishing Red Dead, and that's what you grabbed? Oh, that's so awesome. Man, and so there's a new Fable game in development. I cannot wait for it. And I was talking to Nick, because I played the Fable games with Nick, and I'm like, man, how cool would it be if, like, I don't know if the two of us would do it together, but I'm thinking that when the new Fable game gets announced, I might do something like a Fable trilogy, like marathon. Like, it wouldn't be one stream, but I would definitely try and get through the Fable trilogy. It's such a good game series. I love all three of them. That's a good way to play games, though. You got the whole wall to pick from. That's awesome. Alright, now we get the hell out of here. Yeah, I remember you telling me about it, and I'm pretty sure... Did you send pictures in the Discord? Because I feel like I remember seeing it.
After you get their stuff.
I think when we were talking about part of your, like, some of your collection with, like, all the different PS3s you had, I think you sent a picture.
Well, I would stay away from... such devilry were I you, lad.
How come?
Because all of the sages who attempted said spell were reduced to mincemeat when they struck obstacles in their path.
Wow. All right then. Walking it is.
An excellent choice.
Okay, you have sent a picture of it. Yeah, that's so awesome. How'd you like Red Dead? I can't remember if you had played that game before. I think I remember us talking about it recently when you mentioned you were streaming Red Dead. It's been a long time since I played it. It was like at least 2016, so it was probably 8 years ago that I played that for the first time. It was your first time. That's what I thought. But I couldn't remember if there was someone else who was saying it was their first time too. So I just wanted to make sure. Oop, give me 1 second, guys.
Here you go.
Okay, I'm back. I had to grab some food. It was alright. That's how I felt about it. People love Red Dead Redemption. People love that game. I wasn't crazy about it. I think I'm gonna like the second one more. But... Oh. Here's 2 games I'd love to see you play, Peter. There are also Rockstar games, don't know if you've played them, but Bully and LA Noire.
Alright. He said their mom would be somewhere deep inside the mountain.
That was right next to the mic, so that was probably super loud.
What is it that possesses you to meddle in the
So I
affairs of
apologize.
these children?
Fiona and I both know what it feels like to miss your mother.
Am I going to B1? Yeah. You did? Did we talk about that? But Bully you haven't played. Bully was pretty fun. It's obviously Rockstar, so you know what you're getting. Sorry, I'm also eating at the same time. I really enjoyed the game. It's basically just GTA if you were a kid in school and you have to take classes as well. I really love that game. My friend that I showed it to really loved it. I feel like it's just another Rockstar game that'll get you through some stuff. You played LA Noire around the time you joined. Oh, that would make sense as to why I didn't catch it. Because I'm like, man, I would have watched that in a heartbeat. That would have been so much fun. I played LA Noire on stream for the first time back in October? I feel like it was October 2022. It wasn't this past October. It was like a year ago. A really fun game. What did you think of LA Noire? But yeah, like in terms of the reason I bring those up was just because like other Rockstar games that I've played. But I definitely enjoyed Red Dead the least. That's one of your favorite games? It makes sense. It's so much fun. It's just so different. I love the detective aspect. Oh, I don't know what I'm doing. I just really enjoyed the detective aspect of it. I feel like this would be like like a pretty obvious answer. But if we could get an LA Noire 2, would you want that? I feel like that would be such a cool sequel. Because I know, like, when I talk to people about, like Rockstar sequels and stuff like that, I feel like a lot of people bring up, like, Bully 2 as, like, a big sequel. But, like, I feel like no one talks about LA Noire 2. Like, no one's bringing up a sequel for that game. But just having just played it the first time, I loved it. I was like, man, I would love more of this. It's so cool. Oh, shit. Shit. God, what did I do? Got myself cornered by so many of them. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna look at chat in just a second. I really fucked up here. There we go. LA Noire 2 wouldn't be that great. It has to be a different character. Well, true. I agree. Same setting. DLCs would be better. Did you ever play the Definitive Edition? Because I know they did. They did, like, extra content with different cases in it. But I do agree with that, and that's more so what I meant. Like, another game in that same kind of setting. As opposed to, like, having a direct sequel. I agree.
She's alive.
Shit.
Miracles don't happen if you don't believe in them, okay?
Have the DLCs and you played them. What'd you think of them? Because I only ever played it with the game itself, so I never, like, I didn't know which ones were DLC at the time of playing them. Right, I feel like they did that very well. Like you said, extra missions, you don't need any, like, story content. Just more of what we had was perfect in the way they handled it.
Yeah, this might be a problem.
I very much enjoyed LA Noire when we finally did it. Like, me and Nick were, like, big fans of Rockstar. We obviously love GTA. We both played Bully. Like, we love Rockstar games. You know what? Actually, I wanted to ask you this, Peter. Because you play a lot of games. Have you ever played or heard of Manhunt? Because, granted, I don't know, like, what the, like, feeling is on it nowadays. Like, I don't know if it is still banned or whatever. But it was apparently a Rockstar game that, like, was banned for violence. Like, I never heard about it until very recently, and when I looked into it, like, apparently the people who made it were, like, very disturbed with, like, how they made it, like, how it looked and everything. They didn't like it. And then it was banned for a couple of reasons, but never knew about it until recently. You've heard it, think you've heard of it, just but you haven't played it. Okay.
Troublesome piece of
Oh
machinery.
shit.
Oh, come on, now what?
Clear them all out. That's the only way. Be aware of your surroundings.
But I hadn't even heard of it until recently, and it was very strange because I'm like, how did... Like, I feel like with everything I know about Rockstar, I'm surprised that I didn't even know about it. Like, not having played it is a different story, but just not even knowing about it. I was shocked.
What remains is that oversized head. It would seem magic has no effect against the head.
These chambers are loaded with bombs.
No mere machine can defy us.
Stay focused, Vice. It's working.
Unbelievable. Such an obvious weak point. Try feeding it one of those bombs.
Where have I heard that plan before? Stupid machine!
Good. Keep after it.
Boom.
It's a woman.
I fear
So, this bribe?
it would.
Never played Nier? I love this game, Peter. I love Nier Replicant. People, the general consensus is that people like Nier Automata more. So if I were to recommend one or the other, I don't know if you played Nier Automata, I don't know if you just never played Replicant, but I would definitely say people like Automata more. This one is like a prequel to it. Like, they had Nier, that was 2010. They had Nier Automata, which was 2017, and then this one is the remake of the original, and this came out in 2021. So if you wanted to play Nier, and you're interested in them,
I hope.
Nier Replicant, I would say play first, and then Nier Automata. I love them both. Incredible stories, fun enough gameplay, they're very different, very good music. I'd highly recommend them, for sure. They're very dark
I'm worried
in their
about
storytelling.
them. Let's go back.
It's crazy. I was actually going to ask if you knew what you were going to be doing after Fable. Because I would totally recommend the first Fable game to try it if you've never played it. I feel like that one's like a classic. Oh, you have Portal? You know what's crazy? I recently, like within the last year, played Portal for the first time. And there you go. I just want to get on the board. Run.
Do you not fear these shades?
Of course. I'd be stupid not to. But I have to save Yona, no matter what.
Woo.
I see.
Well, I'll just pick a random game on the wall again. That, honestly, you picked a good one. Played Portal 2, but never played the first one. What'd you think of Portal 2? Because I heard that one was really good. I heard the co-op in that was really cool, too.
You're a pretty good listener for such an old-timer, Vice.
I should be offended.
It's been a while since you played Portal 2. And you only done the co-op in it when it came out. When did Portal 2 come out? Because I know Portal was part of the Orange Box. I believe. And then when it got successful, they did Portal 2 separate. Alright, I should close these now. Portal 2 is 2011. Okay. Have the Orange Box on 360 so you can play it on Xbox instead of PC? Hell yeah, dude. I never had the Orange Box. My friend had it. And I watched him play Portal for the first time. It was such a cool game. Such a cool concept. I'm not too good at puzzle games. It really depends sometimes. But Portal was like that perfect game. I was at my sister's house upstate. Everyone was just relaxing for the day, playing with the baby. And I turned on his Xbox and I was like, man, what's a good game I can play that's like short enough, you know?
Damn shades, go away!
And I found Portal and I just downloaded that. Played it for the day. A lot of fun.
Die, foul beasts!
Yeah. I know it wasn't as strong as what I had. They should see if so many games it's hard to find one that's for the stream. Like, you have 1,100 on Steam. Yeah, exactly. 160 games, 150 PS3 games. It's probably so hard to, like, filter through them. I don't know, like... I'm trying to think of a good way to, like, pick what you would want to... Like, is the issue, like, you don't know what you want to do on stream versus what you're just playing offline? Or is it just, like... Or is the issue mostly you just don't know what to play next? Because we can... The two of us can think of a way. We can figure out, like, a good way to do it. to filter through
Let's head over
things.
to that beach the fisherman mentioned.
That's what I thought. I didn't think you played games offline, so I'm like, if the issue is just to figure out which to stream next. Because one thing that you could do, if you make like a randomizer wheel, like something that like would arbitrarily pick what you play next out of random. Of course, that would still require you to list everything you had at some point, which would take a long time in of itself.
People.
I feel like we don't have too much longer to get where we got to last time for Route E. I'm pretty sure we do the old woman's request here. We bring the shaman fish back to Yona, and then we're told to go to the Aerie. I feel like of course it would take a long time to set up, but I think a randomizer wheel would kind of like. I feel like that would be a fun way to do it, because you'd really have no idea what you do next. Right, it requires adding everything to the wheel, which, when you have 1,100 Steam games and everything, could take a very long time. So that's why I was starting to say it, and I was like, that requires a lot of effort to get set up. Of course, if you did it once and set everything up, and then just remember to keep adding things when you get things, I feel like it would be a fun way to do it. It's just the issue of, do you want to set that up? I feel like Steam should also have like a random pick option. Like, pick for me out of the games that I own. I feel like that would be a good thing to have on Steam. Especially when your Steam collection gets that big, you know? I know Xbox did that. Like, I think Xbox, like, with the games that you had installed, had a pick for me option. But, like, how many games would you ever have installed at the same time? Like, 20 at most, I feel like, if you were playing a lot of indie games. Like, I feel like that would be such a good thing for Steam to have, you know? Even if it was just like on the companion app or something like that. Like, oh, all the games in my library, just pick something. Yeah. What if you even, like, went through it down in alphabetical order and just started clearing some of those games out? I mean, alphabetical order is kind of a boring way of doing it, but just some way. And how do you play, like, how would you want to stream them? Like, do you, like, I feel like you typically pick one game and you play through the whole game. Because I know that you have different systems that you play on. And I know, like, some people, just as a different option, some people like, what if we do, like, Mondays are Xbox 360 games, Tuesdays are, like, stuff like that. But I feel like you like to finish the game that you start, so I feel like that's not a better option. But the alphabetical order thing could be really cool. I feel like that could be a fun way of doing it. Because that way, too, you know, if there's, like, a series that you have, you forget the controls too fast? Yeah, I totally understand that. Like, I feel like I was doing Tales of Arise. I started that up probably back in, like, November, and I just feel like I wouldn't be able to get back into it now because I just don't remember. I'm not going to remember all the controls. So I feel like if I'm going to do that game, I got to restart it. So I totally get it. Yo, Crazy Dragoon. Yeah, you know it. I'm usually in bed by now. I wanted to do a bit later of a stream. I'm only going to be live for about another 20 more minutes. I needed to do this game tonight because I needed to do something time specific. So think one of the next subathon goals definitely should be play the DLC. The DLC for what? For which game? For Gen 9 Pokemon? I don't even know if I'd make that a sub goal because I'm definitely going to do it. I'm just in the middle of so many things that I don't know. Honestly, you know what I'll probably do? Maybe I'll put the Gen 9 Pokemon DLC on the next poll. See if people want to see that. Maybe I'll put that up there. Because like I said, I'm definitely putting it on stream, without a doubt. Okay, yeah, now we're going back to the area. Yeah, I've only heard good things about it, so I am excited for it, 100%. Just got vacation money, should put them into saves, but you also want to spend it on stuff. What kind of stuff, Peter? You got something in mind? Well, I'm glad that at least doing this for the, like, hour and a half I am, I'm easily making it back to where we did for the Route E ending. Jesus Christ. That showed the screen.
How could there be shades here of all places?
I wager they appear whenever the sun
Son of Gen 5 Pokemon the DLC? Nice. Gen 3 and 4 I love so much more than Gen 5. Both the games and Pokemon design. Gen 5 has some cool Pokemon designs, but I also think that Gen 5 has some of the worst Pokemon designs, like Vanillish. It's just an ice cream. I feel like Gen 5, like I said, had really cool ones, but they had just as many bad ones, in my opinion. No idea what I'd spend it on, but I have that issue. I want to spend some money. I understand that, Peter. 100%.
I don't know, but they're all over the village too.
Then we need to go help. We might be able to find the sealed
Crazy
crystal.
Dragoon, I do have it. I already bought it. I bought it back in January. The main reason I haven't played it yet is because I don't really understand why the DLC is taking up as much space as it is on the Switch. As it stands, I think I only have 5 games installed, and it's telling me I'm going to need to delete 3 of them to play it. And I'm like, no, I'm not gonna have Pokemon Scarlet as one of the 2 games on my Switch. Like, when the next biggest game on my Switch was 2 gigabytes, the fact that Scarlet and Violet was already 5, and now they want me to download an update for it that's another 10 gigs, like, my guy, I'm not really appreciating that. So I do have it already. I just don't like the size that it's warranting for the DLC. It doesn't make any sense to me. And I don't really want to have to delete any other games. Like, as it stands, I think I only have Pokemon Sword installed and Breath of the Wild. Now, of course, you know, people who have the micro SD card, like, don't need to worry about that. But at the same time, like, I don't, like... I'm not gonna buy the extra space now for it. So it's just frustrating that, like, I made it through this far without needing it, and then all of a sudden this DLC is gonna make me get it. Like, that's kind of frustrating. So that's why I haven't really played it yet, because I don't know what to uninstall. That's mostly the reason. Oh, I can't believe I made it. Oh, I once again did not have to go up here. I think I did that last time too. Is part of the DLC the Unova region?
What is wrong with you?
I didn't know that.
She's trying to help you.
Don't offend me.
Okay, are you gonna kill these guys or? Why are This guy's too. Oh shit! Didn't mean to do that. There we go.
Kaine, sorry to keep you. Why are these people saying such horrible things about you?
Whatever. It's all true anyway.
What is that thing it's holding? It appears to be spewing them from within.
Well, whatever it is, we need to take it out first.
I mean, yeah, that's pretty cool if you like Gen 5. 100%. Oh, that's pretty cool. I didn't know that about Teal Mask. Nice. Yeah, like you said, for someone who loves Gen 5, that's perfect.
Don't let it get away.
I won't. Soon Kaine and I will have it surrounded.
We should
Well,
join
nice. That's really cool.
Right.
I didn't know that was what it was. Like I said, for people who like Gen 5, that's probably a really cool piece of, like, just thing to have.
It can escape us no longer.
Oh, shit.
It's great to have you on our side, Kaine.
Oh my god, shut up. Look, just try and keep up, okay?
I'm doing my best.
My grandmother would never say that. She'd never
Well, again,
say
it's whatever you like, Crazy Dragoon. I always say that I really did not like the Tepig line. Like I said, I love, like, Gen 4, I love the Gen 4 Pokemon a lot more than Gen 5. But that's awesome. You getting that expansion is really cool. Yo, what the actual fuck is going on? I wonder... God damn it. I'm getting a lot of those, and I wonder if it has anything to do with the fact that Ambi actually fucking clicked it. You also get the 4 Swords of Justice and from Gen 5 as well, that just makes things better. That's pretty cool. But again, Crazy Dragoon, I'd really like to keep... I mean, like, this stuff is really cool, but again... Kane, are you good? You good, girl? I'd like to keep as much of it to learn as possible while I'm playing it. I think the whole thing got glitched. Alright, can we get on then? Oh, there we go. There we go. Oh yeah, I wonder why I'm getting so many bots now. It's not like, it's so annoying.
And in truth, perhaps death is the greatest comfort we can offer her.
That's not your decision. You don't get to decide who lives and who dies. She's alive. She has meaning and worth, and we're going to save her. Everyone has something to live for. Even Kaine. Even Yona.
Perhaps you should save your pretty words.
But yes, I will definitely be doing the DLC on stream at some point. So don't worry, you won't miss it, Crazy Dragoon. I'll make sure that you know.
Grandma, can I rest now? I'm so tired.
Kaine, over here!
So,
And away we go.
How does one reach the desert?
We need to head back to the village, then leave by the east gate.
I imagine a tome such as myself will find an arid desert climate quite delightful.
Am I almost done with this game? This playthrough, no. So the way this game works, it's a relatively short game. Like, honestly, 10 hours max, probably. But there's multiple endings, and they each give very different story things.
hey.
So
Don't.
the first playthrough is about 10 to... the first playthrough will take you about, like, 15 to 20 hours, probably. Because you might be doing some side quests, you might be getting different weapons, you might be doing different things. But I'm going for the platinum. And the only trophies that I have left are actually... One is related to growing a certain flower, which you can plant flowers in your garden right here. The only reason that you don't see them here right now is because I don't have any going on this file. Where am I going next? Oh, I'm going straight for Facade. I don't have it on this file because the other trophy I have is to beat the game in less than 15 hours. So, this playthrough that I started tonight is strictly just speedrunning the game. Skipping cutscenes. I've done everything on stream before, so we're just blasting through.
So, what's Facade like?
It's strange. Let's just leave it at that.
Stranger than a boorish young woman who battles monsters in her undergarments.
Let's go.
I'd say in terms of this playthrough, I'm probably like a quarter of the way through. Yes. So in this game, there's 5 different endings. The first time you play through the game, you'll just get ending A. There's probably like halfway through the game, I would say, there's a time skip, and that's called part 2. They refer to like when you're a kid as part 1, when you're more of like an adult, it's part 2. And each subsequent ending, like every time you finish the game and it like saves, and you load that file back up, it'll start you at the beginning of part 2. Then Route B is what it's called when you go for ending B, it's mostly the same, but you'll get more cutscenes, so you'll get more story and stuff like that.
The language they use. So
And then Route C, same thing. You have to do something to unlock ending D, and then Route E is completely different. So it's kind of a lot to handle, because it's... I mean, for me personally, I don't play games that usually have multiple endings like that, where you do different things to get the endings, but this one is pretty straightforward in terms of that, which is nice. But it's really cool. It's very thorough with its story. There's a lot of really cool things. I love the music. I love the setting.
No,
And after we...
this is...
Oh, I wanted to click yes. I'm upset.
I find this town odd. We are clearly outsiders, and yet they seem completely unconcerned with our presence here.
Well, it's way better than being...
Time's at 1:58. I'll do a little bit more, and then we'll call it for the night. We'll finish with this tour of the city. So yeah, I'm like looking at a walkthrough just to see like the order of everything we do, and it seems like we're probably like a quarter of the way through the game in 2 hours. Like, alright, I think we'll get to a save point and we'll call it for tonight. But I want to thank everyone for being in here. Peter, it's always nice to chat with you, man. So it's cool. It was cool catching you here while after you just woke up. Sorry, I was reading something at the same time. But it was very good catching up. It was nice to catch you when you're like just waking up and everything. Are you going to be streaming today at all? Wait, where does she go? Oh, crap. Oh, no, she's right here. Be streaming in an hour? Hell yeah. I'll be stopping in while I go to sleep, for sure. I'll be sure to say hi. I can't wait to see more Fable 2. Where did you get in Fable 2 before you ended?
Why'd they make a bunch of rules that contradict each other?
This is their way and their system of laws.
Alright.
As outsiders, we have no
Just
say
found
in
Garth,
what's
but he got taken. Okay, so not too far. Gotcha.
be off.
Hell yeah. Alright, in the meantime, live. Ooh, Cassidy's live with some Golden Sun. I think we're going to be rating Cassidy Rose Firefrost, guys. I want to thank everyone again for being out here. Still did a 6-hour stream today. A lot of fun. We played some Pokemon Emerald, Rogue, some Soul Link with Joker. We got up to the 3rd gym. That run's going pretty good. And we did some more Final Fantasy XIV with Nalnora. Made some good progress on that. And then we started up this speed run. So, again, for everyone who is not in Discord, I'm going to drop the Discord link in case you'd like to join. Got some really awesome chats. And then my schedule every week. I put up the weekly schedule, and you get going live messages for when we actually start it up. For those of you who don't know, tomorrow, I actually didn't even put it in the schedule, so no one knows. Elden Ring. More Elden Ring at 1 p.m. We started it on Tuesday. We're doing some more tomorrow. Elden Ring around 1. More Nier Replicant probably around 8. It's going to be like after dinner sometime. We'll try and finish up Nier Replicant for good tomorrow. And we'll see how that goes. So everyone, we're going to raid out to Cassidy Rose Firefrost, playing some Golden Sun. If you guys haven't caught the game Golden Sun, or caught Cassidy either, please stick around for the raid. Say hi to her. Drop them the follow. It's so much fun. Always a fun time in there. But, yeah, so don't forget to come out tomorrow for some Elden Ring and some more Nier Replicant. Hopefully the ending of the game and the Platinum. Only 2 trophies left. And Saturday, we have Pokemon Battle Revolution around 1 p.m. with more with Blood Drip and Biggest Thunk. We're probably going to finish up that sub-goal. And don't forget either, Sunday, 8 a.m. EST, I'm starting it finally. For 300 follows, we're doing a speed run-ish of the Sly Trilogy series. Sly Cooper's 1, Sly 2 Band of Thieves, Sly 3 Honor Among Thieves. We're doing all 3 of them. We're going to try and do them all in one stream as long, blood sugar permitting and health permitting. But that is the goal. Everyone say hi to Cassidy Rose Firefrost. Drop them the follow. Like I said, they're playing Golden Sun. And we'll see you tomorrow.